back to the sewing podcast. I know, I'm wearing the same dress as last time, the Joni dress, but in my defense, I don't get to wear it a lot this time of year. It's very cold here. Also, this time I'm wearing it with a proper bra, even though the bra bands keep falling off. I hate that. But worn with a proper bra, and you know, this dress gives me the very, very awesome boobs. So, girls gotta flaunt it while she can. So, yeah, that's what I'm wearing today. My plan was to sew quite a lot last week. That did not happen. I had a very busy week. I had a couple of releases on knitting patterns, and well, there was a lot. So my sewing time sort of disappeared, which means I got nothing to show you today. So I thought instead I would just talk a little bit about a couple of projects that I want to make, and sort of a 2021 sewing resolution that I have. Or at least I've started to make a 2021 sewing resolution. I may add a couple of things. We'll see. But first thought I'd start off with something that I really want to make, and that is I have this skirt, which is just a simple long jersey skirt. This is not much to write home about. I have had this one for years. It's like an everyday kind of item, and I've come to realize that I really enjoy wearing this type of garment, and even this time of year when I can just pull on a pair of tights underneath it. And I come to realize that I would really like to have more skirts like this in my wardrobe. So I have stash dived and picked out fabrics for it. I have, oh shoot, this one that has been laying around in my stash for at least a couple of years. I was intending to make a sweater or something of this, but you know what? I'm feeling that long jersey skirt even for this one, and I should have enough fabric for it. So that is something that I am hoping to be able to make the upcoming week. I need to make a pattern as well. I only have this original skirt, which I'm not going to disassemble in any way, so I'll just have to you know, lay it out and try to make a pattern from it. And it's very simple, as you can see. It's just you have the casing for the God, what is it called? The stretch, and there's a short section here which is double fabric, and the rest of it is just pretty much two large pieces that are stitched together in the sides. So very easy. But I'm still going to make a pattern for it so that I have that, you know, ready to go whenever I feel like making another skirt like this. And judging by how much I love to wear this, there may be quite a few. I also ordered some fabric recently. I mean, look at that, you guys. How gorgeous is that? And I know it's kind of a fall autumny type of fabric, but I would love to wear it all year round. So this is also going to be a long skirt like that. And I have also ordered some fabric, some like dusty pink, I think. It's hard to tell, you know, when you're looking at your computer. Excuse me. Some dusty pink with tiny black hearts on, which I will also be making a long skirt of, and I was hoping I would have finished by Valentine's Day. Not that I'm doing anything special on Valentine's Day, I just, you know, why not? So that's coming as well in the mail. So for the next week I am hoping to transform these two fabrics into skirts like this one, and of course a pattern as well. And yeah, then I also have a couple of fabrics in my stash that I really don't know what to do with. I have this, I guess it's more like a sweatshirt fabric. I love this color. It's like a well, this is more blue than than turquoise. Turquoise is my favorite color, but it is, you know, I love this one as well. It's almost turquoise. And I really don't know what to make of it. I guess I could make a skirt as well from this. And I don't know, maybe a matching vest, and I could have it as a workout wear, having long walks in kind of thing. Although I don't think I have enough to make a matching vest of it. And if I don't have that, I don't know what to wear with it. So if you have any ideas on what I could make, please let me know. Oh, you know what? Maybe I could make like a shorter dress with where the skirt drops just below the knee, and the top could be like a sleeveless kind of thing. That could be cute. That could be cute. I may have to do that. I don't have a pattern for anything like that though, so I'll have to look that up, see what I can do. But otherwise, feel free to give me any suggestions to what I could make from that. You can see, I thought I would try to drape them so you can see all the fabrics. And then I have this double gauze. And I don't know, this is not really my jam, but I guess I just fell in love with all the anchors on it. It reminds me of my granddad. And I think that's why I know that's why I fell for this fabric. The thing is, I have no idea what to make of it. I bought it, I think, with the idea of making some easy summer pants, something along the lines of a, you know, like the pajama pants, you know, just simple straight legs, nothing fancy. Not sure if I have enough fabric for that though. Do I? Maybe I do. Doubt it. Maybe. But if you have any ideas for this, I would be happy to hear, because this has also been lying in my stash for a couple of years now, and I've never gotten around to actually making something of it. So that is my plan now. And also, if you watched my video on my studio, the mess in my studio, one of the things that I intend to do as well is to work more from stash and to utilize the fabrics that I have in my stash, which, in all fairness, is so that I can buy new fabric with a clear conscience. You wouldn't want to run out of fabrics, you know. So yeah, but you know, I wanna make something of out of all these fabrics that I have lying around, and I love all these fabrics, each in its own way. Even though the double gauze, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that one, but I think I would probably love it if I just actually made something of it. So let's talk about sewing resolutions. I have been thinking about this, and I want to get I want to sew more than I have been. I'm always struggling to find a time to sew, and when I have, you know, planned to have sewing time, I do tend to, you know, just postpone it or remove it from my calendar if something else happens that I think is, oh, this is more important. But it is important to me to sew as well, so I need to get on. I'm sorry. You know, those bra bands. Okay, so I was thinking I would have a 2021 sewing resolutions kind of thing, and try to keep myself accountable a bit, and then I'll look back in a year and see what I actually did accomplish. And one of the things is that I do want to make more stuff from the fabrics I have in stash. And I have got all kinds of weird things in my stash because I was gifted a lot of fabrics from a friend who was destashing, and there's all kinds of things, so I need to look at that. I also want to make one larger project each month, through 2021. And I'm thinking that my large project for January, since we're so far out in the month now, it's like 2 weeks left only. I was thinking the skirts will be my large project for January. It is large in size, even though it's not very large in, you know, difficulty wise. So that's one thing. And I also want to make, sometime during this year, I want to make at least one of Gertie's charm patterns. I do have the pattern for the night and day dress. I do have, I'm a patron of hers, so I do have all the patterns that are available in the Patreon group. And I have, yes, I have the pattern for the hollow pajama. And I really, really want to make that one. So I don't know when during the year, but my goal is to make at least one of Gertie's pattern this year. I would love to make more because I love her stuff. But I'm thinking the hollow pajama is probably the first one I will attempt to make if I can find the fabric and if I can afford to buy the fabric, of course. So that is one of my resolutions for this year. And I'm sorry, I'm just keep looking at the side here. I have a list here. I'm trying to see what I've written. What else? Oh yeah, I want to make a project bag tutorial. You've probably seen that I have a knitting podcast as well, and I do sell these project bags, and I thought I would make, they're really not hard to make, and I thought I would make a tutorial on how to make these, and maybe even on how to, oh it's a bit dusty, to make this YouTube project bag that I made. I actually made one for each of my teenagers for Christmas for, I believe, 2019. And they use it to have, they're not knitters, either one of them. I'm not sure what my 15-year-old has in his, but I know my 17-year-old is sometimes doing these, what's it called? Loom bracelets. And he keeps all the loom stuff in his, so maybe that could be something. So tutorial on project bags is something I want to make also on this channel. Now I'm not an expert sewist in any way, but I thought I could share what I do know and how I do different things. So I'm gonna do that, and maybe I'll even do a small video on how to draft your own patterns from clothes that you have. Maybe that could be a thing. Not that I'm an expert on that either, but you know, I could show you what I do, maybe. Maybe you'll be inspired as well. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got this week. Hopefully next week I will have some sewing to show you and some finished projects also, hopefully. And some new fabric. I should have some new fabric coming, yeah. Or not coming, but arriving, because I already ordered that pale blush pink, dusty pink for almost at Halloween. Valentine's Day. That should have arrived by next week, I think. Yeah. So let's get sewing, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights.